Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Customer 360 training. In this training, we are going to explain details about the C360. Salesforce has introduced this is a great tool, okay, and this tool is going to help business a lot because in today's era we have various systems and Salesforce is having so many tools in their bucket, but we have to understand that all the tools is having data and how to merge this, how to manage all the data in a single view. So yeah, customer 360 degree is going to help on this. I guarantee you in this training video you are going to get anything and everything you want to have about customer 360. After this training you will be 100% ready to work in any project because I have just completed my recent project, and in this project I have implemented C360 in detail. It was a massive success. Customer is happy. The data which we have produced after implementation of C360 is really remarkable. It has given a great result to us. So I'm confident enough to explain you about this process. Before I jump to the training part, let me introduce myself. I am Nayan Mandal and I am having around 14 years of industry experience. In this, I have worked with various projects. Okay, so I do have experience working with big clients. In Salesforce, I am working for last 7 years, and currently I am designated as solution architect. My prime responsibility is to design a project along with the end-to-end implementation. So I closely work with my technical team and I help them in resolving any kind of challenges they use to face in the daily life. I have been certified in Salesforce for administration, platform developer 1, sales cloud consultant, community cloud, and also I have been certified on the DevOps part on Copado and Flosum. So this is all about myself, yeah, and yeah, definitely. As I told you, that this training will give you a very good exposure to learn Salesforce 360 degree. Before we jump to the actual part of the training or what we are going to do in the training, let us understand what would be the approach of the training. This training will be a completely practical based. As you know, I have just implemented this in my project, so I don't want to bore you with a lecture. But yes, definitely I will be showing you each and every part practically which I have implemented in my project. Because I do have the license to work with that, I will log in into this and I'll explain each and every step to you. This training video will be is been divided with a proper module, and every module is having relevant topics. Okay, all relevant topics are clubbed into a single module so that you do not scattered or you do not get confused with one another. This training video progress how it should be. It will give you the proper idea what is customer 360, and then it will take you to the actual implementation part. Okay, and in this video you'll also get, in this training program you'll also get all the relevant resources I have followed, and I have collected all of the resources in a single place. I have prepared some of the materials for by myself, and all the resources will be attached to this training program. Most important thing, who can attend this training program? Yeah, so for this training, customer 360, somebody who has Salesforce basic knowledge of the Salesforce objects like contact, individual, okay, account, address. Okay, so the person can attend this training. Okay, and this will yeah, this will add a great value to your to your skill sets. Okay, because this is a new to industry, and it is going to solve a big part of business. So business is facing so many issues. Okay, customer 360 can resolve all those issues. Okay, so definitely this would be the training approach, and I am 100% sure you will love it. Okay, so now I will go through the training modules, what we are going to have in which module. But yeah, in these modules I have given very high level agenda. Okay, because this is a demo video and I cannot explain each and everything over there. In the detail level, in the training, you will get a lot of lecture that will give you idea of each and every part of customer 360. So let's see what we have in this module 1. In this module 1 we have CIM, that is very important. This is the actually backbone of customer 360 that I'll be explaining in details. Okay, what is customer, what is CIM, how to go through it, how to look at this, how to relate objects with CIM, every details will be explained. Now data manager is the main engine, you can say, of the Salesforce 360, that will do all the jobs with. Then is the global profile ID. Okay, this is the key. Okay, global profile ID, or somebody says global party ID. Okay, this is something is going to be the output of the data manager. Okay, the data file, config file, you see, these are the data file which for you will explain, you will upload the data on which you want to work. Config file is the file where you will explain, you will see how data manager should read the data file. All the details will be given in the config file. Matching rule, this is really an important thing, because based on the matching rule the data manager is going to work. So we have to understand this matching rule very well. Okay, schema. Okay, we will explain about the schema, and I mean basically CIM schema, and how to refresh schema, everything will be shown in this model. Now there are some overall processes which I'll be explaining in this program. What is the user setting, what is the data source, global party ID, party rules. Okay, what is the data job, data mapping, matching rules, dashboard. Okay, because this product itself new to market, so that's why I am going to start with very small, and a small thing, so that you will understand the actual program well. Okay, next is the business problem. Okay, that is something we have to understand very well, that how currently business is managing. Okay, managing their data through Salesforce. Next, we have to understand what issue they are facing and how customer 360 can resolve those issues. So this is something we have to understand well. Okay, moving to the next module. In this module, some important things, that licensing, how to get license, cost of the license, how to activate, activate C360 in your org. Okay, and the org storage, that is a very important part, because we are going to deal with huge volume of data, around 50 million of the data which is allowed in Salesforce 360. But we need to understand how the data storage is going to consume. Okay, next we'll explain what is CIM, how CIM is integrated 360. Okay, so we have already understood what is CIM, that terms we will understand before, but in this module we'll understand what is exactly what is CIM, how to see, where to find the CIM details, how to see the objects inside, how to see the objects inside the CIM. Okay, how to map, how to relate CIM and integrate with customer 360. That is something very important to know, because this is the backbone, the mapping of CIM and our Salesforce object. This is one of the key factor to success of any project. Now also you have to understand, because CIM is a big module, we have to understand how to read it and use this CIM module. Okay, next we are going to explain about the user settings. So these are the very basic thing we are going to understand: how to create a user, edit user, reset the password, change password. Though I feel that it might not require part of this training, but yes, as I told you, I am treating you that you are new to the system, so I will explain each and everything. I will not leave anything for any confusion, so that if it will be helpful, this training will be helpful for everyone. Okay, next is the module 3. This is in this module 3 will be basically the module 2 and module 3. These two will be basically practical based. Here we will understand how to create the data mapping, how to create the data sources. Okay, how to create a custom mapping. Okay, what are the issues if you want to create one custom mappings? What are the issues you are going to face? Why you need to schema, refresh the schema. Okay, that is very important, because if you do not refresh schema, what kind of issues we are going to face? Okay, these kind of things we are going to explain. And this data mapping we will see how to upload the data, and data files, how the config files is been defined. Okay, how to create a config file and upload in the system, and how to run, create a job, how to run this, what are the steps to run, or run the data mapping jobs. Okay, and what are the status we will get for every job. Every details will be shown here. Okay, then the global profile ID creation. Okay, so we have to, once the jobs are run, how the global profile ID created, how to update this global profile ID to the Salesforce record. Okay, how to change data directly into data manager. Okay, so this is not this is not something we encourage, but yeah, if since this process is there, I will explain to you. Okay, then reprofile data after change. So if you are doing any changes in data manager directly, okay, then how to reprofile those. Okay, these are something very important. Okay, we have tried everything and we know what are the issues we have on doing anything. Okay, so I want you to go through this training program very carefully, because we have faced lot of issues, and I am going to explain you in this video what issue we have faced and how we have resolved those. Okay, the last part would be the automation of job using scheduler. So Salesforce has one app exchange product through which we can schedule the job. We have other ways also to schedule a job, that also will be explained at the end of this video. Okay, okay, so uh, now we let's now we have understood what is the training and all about. But yes, let us understand the overview of customer 360. What is it? Okay, we have to understand that we have so many application Salesforce is having, and everything is being used by business. Okay, now we have sales cloud, we have service cloud, we have marketing cloud, commerce cloud. Okay, we have Salesforce communities, we have Salesforce identity hub. Okay, we have various other systems. Okay, say apart from the data you have in the Salesforce, you can also import data from other sources, like from other sources, you can import it from external system and load into Salesforce. But what is the problem with that? The problem is, if I have one single customer, say for example this is Nayan Mandal. Okay, now I have registered myself in Sales Cloud as Nayan Mandal. I have registered myself in Service Cloud as N Mandal. In Marketing Cloud, maybe I have a different data, or in some sources which is external to Salesforce, from where we are importing the data. There I have a different name. But okay, I have a different name, phone number, email IDs. We have to understand how to manage those entire data and identify a Nayan Mandal properly through Salesforce Customer 360. So Salesforce Customer 360 is going to help us to identify those multiple records, and it will tell us that yes, these are the 4 records, but this 4 person, these are the 4 no, these are not 4 different person, but this is a single person. Okay, so single person is having 4 records, but customer 360 is going to identify those 4 records and tell us, okay, through the GPID. I'll explain the details when I'll explain I explain in the training program practically. But yeah, I have one example for you that will help you to understand little bit about this customer 360. Okay, so this is the overview of it. And you see this today's era, what is happening. Okay, if you talk about the Salesforce B2B products, okay, so all the information is in a single place, right? And a single data model for sales, marketing, and business to business commerce service, like commerce and services. So this is something we have in business to business. So having all these in a single place makes it convenient for marketer to keep an eye on the campaigns, turn into leads, chance, or sales, right? Now, this helps sales rep to study, support pauses before they attend a meeting. So, a Salesforce, one sales rep is there. He will go and meet a customer. So, what he will do? He will go through all the data we have about this customer. So, I'm talking about the business to business here. Okay, and they will get all the details and prepare themselves and visit the customer. But the same facility we do not have for business to consumer. So here basically in B2C we are going to we business is facing a lot of issues. Okay, what kind of issues they are facing? So as I told you, we have 4 records but a single person. So I do not have any holistic view of a particular customer. For that particular consumer, if I can have a holistic view, then it will help us, okay, to approach to that particular customer easily, right? So B2C customer don't have the leverage, okay, of getting the data in a single place, right? And that is the main problem. Also, tracking the previous experience or use case of a customer can be hard, right? So that is something is very difficult to understand. Now, until you have very strong cross channel experiences, this is very tough for you, correct? To provide a better customer experience, the assimilation of various tools, or you can say various data sources, okay, it is very important that this assimilation of data is very important. But it is most companies struggle to provide this one, right? So that is something we have various systems, okay, we have various data, but yeah, the holistic view we do not have. So that is where uh, customer 360 is going to help. Okay, so that will resolve all those issues, and you can get Salesforce sales cloud, marketing cloud, health cloud, okay, to manage areas by linking them all together and identify your unique customers. So this is something we will see that how it will work in practically. Okay, how this GPID has been generated, how um, the data is going to be merged, okay, into a single place. And we will also explain you some of the tricks, okay, which we have implemented in our project to get some data cleans up. Okay, so through this customer 360 degree, the data it will produce, through that you can do some cleans up also. So in this training program we will explain that also. Okay, so this is a practical program. We have business issues, as I have already explained this one. But yeah, this will give you a good idea what is the actual problem business is facing. We have Sam Smith. Look, we have Samantha Smith, and we have phone number 0, but here 0 in bracket. So 80072533333. Phone number is exactly same, but it is 0. This is in bracket. Now the customer has one another phone number, okay, +44 800 527253 see what is the difference. The data is exactly same, the phone number is same, but they have a different way of representation, but these two are same customer. Now look at the email id. So here it is the smith@gmail.com. Here it is also smith@gmail.com, but it gets checked out, and we have another email id, that sam@mystyle.com. We have another place where it is written like sam@mystyle.com. So it will identify that these three, here also sam@mystyle.com. So this is a single customer, but we have a 4 different form, which will create a miss in our systems. Okay, now how to solve this issue? This is the business issue basically. Okay, for which we need customer 360. Now this is how it is going to solve the data. So here we have sam@mystyle.com, Samantha Smith. Okay, Samantha Smith, we have the phone number, blah blah blah. So we have 1 2 3, say 3 customers. We have 3 different systems, and from 3 different systems, same customer is coming with 3 different values. Okay, so here once we import all these 3 systems data into customer 360, and after that it is going to be a global profile rules. Rules are going to be implemented. So we have to prepare the rules. We will explain in details in this training program later on when we'll do the practical one. So we have to prepare the rules. Okay, we can put some exact logic, we can put some fuzzy logic. Okay, so all these rules we can implement here. Then we have to run the job and run the match and rules. So this will determine 2 records from different sources are matched. Okay, so this when we'll run the data job, okay, at the time it will be explaining, it will be running those rules we have created and load into identify those records, and it will treat it as a single record. Now we have a reconciliation rule. Okay, which data to use when you have multiple options available. So say we have a beautiful dashboard, okay, that will be shown after the job is run, and this will explain you that based on the email IDs, what is the match percentage, what are the matching happened. Okay, based on the phone number, how much matching has been happened. Now when you run the reconciliation rule, okay, in this reconciliation rule you are going to understand that you have to identify that which option to be used, which is the closer one. Okay, so you have uploaded around say 200k records, okay, from each system. So I have 600k records. Now which is giving me better result? Okay, email id or phone number, or fuzzy matching with the first name and the exact matching with the last name. Okay, which one is going to give us the actual give us more better data actually. Okay, so that we can follow, we can use, okay, in reconciliation rule. So once all these rules are followed, okay, and jobs are completed, it will generate one global profile. Okay, you will get one global ID, that is called global party ID, and here you will see the details of the particular customer or patient, whatever the business line you are working with. So so now this is how, okay, the global profile is going to create one single profile for all three records. Now you might have question that how this one global ID is going to help us. Okay, so now from Salesforce, okay, when we will import these 3 records from 3 different systems, okay, all 3 records will have 3 Salesforce ID. So what this will do, against all 3 records, it will stamp a single GP ID. Okay, that is called GP ID, global profile party ID. Okay, the single party ID will be attached to all three records, all three Salesforce ID. Now, uh, uh, if we have these three systems, we have against, I mean, these three records is having the same GPID. We will re-import it, import it back to our respective system, and we can create one global profile. I mean, we can identify that these three are the single customer or patient, okay, based on the global party ID. Okay, so that's all from my side with respect to this demo. I thank you, thanks a lot, okay, for attending this one. I am looking forward looking forward to you to attend this training program. Okay, go to the respective links and go through this course. I guarantee you this will give you a great level of satisfaction. It will be, it will give you all the details you need to understand about Customer 360. And since I have implemented the program uh, recently, so I do have a very good exposure of this, and this is something I have put all my experience, all the problems I have faced, so in this training program. So definitely it will give you what to do, when to do, and how to do. So all these things you will get in this training program. Thank you again, thank you so much for watching this demo video. I hope you will attend this training entire training program. Thank you so much.